So this moment right here.
Oh, yes. I was so nervous. So this is my bar routine at the Olympic Games. I was so nervous because my skill is a mount getting onto the bar. And I had actually been falling on it and falling on it and falling on it in practice because I kept hitting my like leg on the low bar. But once I caught it, it was like, man, I just need to just swing. And that's what I did. I swung, I stuck my dismount. I was like, oh, cloud nine, so happy. Here's where I kissed the rail. Oh my God, I'm just like, nothing could go wrong after this.
That was so fun. So did you consider not doing the mount after what was going
Oh
on?
no, I was going to do it for sure. I mean, it was
Oh,
it, like there was no questions about it. But what I actually learned, again, I should have learned the code a little bit more, was that in a mount, you can't redo your mount. If you like mess up your mount, you can't get up and do your mount again or something like that. Like Nellie Kim was trying to explain it to me. So she was like, if you didn't catch the Gebeshian when you did it that first time, you couldn't redo it to get it named after you or whatever. Like it was
no,
like it was it was it. And I was like, well, I'm glad
no
I didn't
pressure.
know that going in.
Yeah, no pressure.
Or
Jeez.
something like that. I don't know what the
Yeah.
rule was, but she was like, well, it's good you made it the first time.
Yeah. And actually, thank goodness you didn't know that beforehand because,
Exactly.
sheesh. All right. So can you describe the mount real quick for our listeners?
Yeah, it is a hop over mount where you run, push off the low bar, and then you catch the high bar. And in between the low bar and the high bar, you do a full like 360-degree spin and then catch the high bar.
It kind of defies the laws of physics. I have watched that thing. I'm like, where do you, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, what made you even think to do that?
Well, okay, so first I wanted to make it like I wanted my name to like be in the books in some way, which
Yeah.
it was going to be by being the first female gymnast to represent Armenia. But I was like, I want something more. And so then I started working the Yurchenko double full because I was like, I'm going to make it into a vault final. And then that wasn't working. And so I had about like 2 months before the Olympics that I started thinking like, maybe I should invent a skill. And like, easier said than done, right? Because like all the skills are already invented. And so I was like, what am I going to do? And so I just looked through the rule book or the code of points and I tried to find like, okay, is there a very like something that's kind of close to what I do that I can
Right.
like change a little bit, add an extra turn or add an extra, who knows? I mean, I can't add an extra flip and twist like Simone does. So it's like, what can I do? And so then I saw that box, like there was a box below my mount that was just like hop over the high bar without touching it and do a full spin, but there wasn't a touch the low bar, do a full spin and catch the high bar.
Oh, which is a lot harder.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think flying over the low bar and doing a full spin and catching the high bar
I
is probably pretty
well,
hard too.
I would think that it requires a tremendous amount of power, but that was not in the code recently. That was in the code when the bars were like 6 inches apart. So
Probably.
yes, it would be hard to go that distance, but when you're like technically speaking, yeah, you get a little more oomph off of your hands, but then you got your arms are in the way. Like it's just
Yeah, so I started playing
so
around
cool.
with it. And I like started maybe doing like a half and trying to catch it like a Maloney, and that didn't go anywhere.
Oh,
And yeah, I would catch it, but I would like end in a dead hang. And so I was like, what the heck am I gonna do out of this? And then I actually had my friend Andrea come and visit one weekend, just to like come train with me. And she was like, why don't you just do a full? And I was like, well, I guess. And so we started playing on trampoline and she would do like belly flop, full belly flop. And I was like a turtle on my back. Like I couldn't figure out how to do a full spin. And finally I figured it out and it worked out eventually.
that's awesome. That's so cool. Congratulations.
Thanks. Now I just need more people to do it so that it becomes the new Yurchenko. Everyone's like, oh, the Gebeshian.
Oh, that's just what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.